just don't understand why we make the world so complicated. I mean, we all know that the outside world is the reflection of the inner world. The outside world that you are seeing right now, the world around you, and the world everywhere is the reflection of each human inner. Because there is a lot of conflict inside each human being. That's why there is lots of conflict outside. So we can see that the world at its right now, which is full of conflict and chaotic. I do understand that there is a lot of us which have beautiful intense that we could do something to help to end the world, to end the conflicts outside, to get the messy that human already created in the world. But it seems like we don't understand that the outside world is just the reflection of our inner. And to stop the conflict of the messy of the outside world is easy by stop the conflict inside you. There is a conflict inside you. That's why the outside world will be the conflict. So image is one of us. If there's no more conflict in the world, how the outside world can be messy? How is that possible? If you are peace inside, there's no conflict inside you. You just live with life. How this can be the conflict outside world? That's not happening. So to end the conflict of the outside world, we just need to end the conflict inside it. And to end the conflict inside us is 100% our responsibility, and is 100% by our action, and there's no one in this world can help you to do it, and also there's no one in this world can guide you really to do it. You have to find a way, and you have to do it by yourself. So why do we need to end the conflict inside us? The reason that you are seeking for the answer of who you are, or what is the purpose of life, or what is the meaning of living life, or why I'm empty, or the loneliness inside you. The reason you are seeking the answer for these questions is because there's something inside you that isn't satisfied for what you are having, or for the environment that you are living. There's something inside it that want something different with what it is. Basically, for example, there is a huge amount of fear inside you. I not say it's because of what, but there's a fear. And this fear appear and many times make you very suffer. And now you want to end it fear. So that's why you start to questioning why there's a fear, what's that meaning, who's I am, how to live life better, all these questions. But if your life, if you are satisfied with with your life, there is no question about all of this stuff. The only time question arises is when there is something inside you that unsatisfied and you want to over that unsatisfaction. So to end the conflict inside you, the unsatisfaction inside you, you actually don't need to do anything much. The moment you want to end the conflict, there will be the desire, there's a create the chasing, and when there's chasing and desiring, and if the result doesn't appear as you want, you will be more surfers. It's like a cycle, it's like a trick. We have to be very sensitive to realize the trick that the mind is making. This can be named of all the beautiful things. The mind can label it in many beautiful names. It can say that you are doing this because it's good for you, because you are towards a ultimate living, because there's a better result that you will get after you chase it. And how about, let's say, if you chase it and you got it, what will come after? What will come after? After you chase something and you got it, you could be happy for the moment that you got it, but time pass, you will see empty again. You don't know what else you should do again. If you don't get it, you'll be surfers because you don't get what you want. This is the trick of the mind. It can make the passport beautifully to trick you, to let you trace. And no matter you get it what you want or you don't get you want, there will be the surfers. There will also be the happiness. There will also be the surfer. So, what is the end of this game with the mind? How we can not enter this game of the mind? Basically, we just need to take a look. We just need to look closely to this game of the mind. Just need to take a look on it all the time. And you let it play. You don't need to stop. You let it play. You observe and you see that this game, I saw it, and you can play this game. And the game becomes when you see the game and you recognize that game is you, the one who play it, and the one who create is you. So the moment you realize it, that all the game you use, you create, you play it, you observe it, it's you. All this is you. That is when the mind start quiet. It's when the mind begins to quiet. When your mind begins quiet, you see this quiet, you observe this quiet, and you know it is you. From it, there could be a space arise. In this space arise inside you, there will be a happiness of nothing. This will be a the joyfulness of nothing. Just nature joyfulness. You don't chase anything to get the joyfulness. We don't in conflict fighting with anything to get this joyfulness. It's come naturally from the quiet of the mind. And this is why we do meditation. This is why we follow the spiritual teaching, yoga, meditation, fasting, all of this religion, with the only purpose to find the space that the peace and the joyfulness arise without chasing anything or fighting to get this peace. It's just nature of peace arise from nothing. This is when the conflict ends. When you are in this state all the time, this nature joyfulness all the time, there's no conflict inside you. You will not create any conflict outside. If every human being is in this state, there's no wars in the outside world. There's no killing, there's no messages, no conflict, nothing, just peace at inside. I spent many years of my life looking for what's the purpose of life. What is purpose that I live in this world? And what is who I am? What is it me? Spent many times on this, and I suffer a lot. I suffer a lot. What I would say from nothing, I suffer with nothing. I don't know what the reason I suffer a lot. Because in the eyes of outside world, what I used to have is a beautiful and good life. My family don't have any jobbers. I have a good job, earn good money. I healthy. I don't have any dramatics in the relationship. In the outside world, what I have is a good life. But inside me, I suffer a lot. And I cannot define the reason for my suffering. I know why I suffer. But this is the huge suffers. A lot of suffering. This suffering, yeah, something pushed me to ask the questions of what's the purpose of lying, who I am, what is that make me suffer. I was chasing for the answer. There's many answers. I got many answers. I come to many conclusions about all the answer. But later I find out there could be another answer. So it is endless game. The moment you ask who I am, there will be this endless game of the answering. Today you get one answer, and few days later you find out there's a different answer, and you don't know when it will stop. So in each answer you believe you find yourself, you find it you. You keep moving, there's will be different answer. That's just the fun fact of life. This is the endless game. So, and in this endless game, sometimes you get some joy and some peaceful, but you never get it forever. There's still the server coming back. And you become very stable. Someday you're very joyful, someday you're very surface, both for no reason. There's nothing really happening in the outside world, but the inside you are up and down like the waves of the ocean. Then I was chasing for the answers, and one day I just realized that wait a moment. Why what I'm doing is rejecting myself. There's a server inside me, and everything that I was doing is not of really fighting who I am, not really seeking this. I was just seeking for the answer, how to end my suffering. That's the real purpose. And my mind would just labor in the name of finding your truly self to make it look beautiful, but it's not. Everything that I did was just trying to find a way to end the suffering. The journey I was seeing, I reject everything that's if we call negative, right? So, for example, I'm just suffering, this huge amount of fear inside me, and I was like, I'm not this surface. I am something better. I'm something more beautiful. This surface is illusion. But you take a look it closely. Isn't it not you? Are you sure that there's no fear and is that illusion? No, it's real. You are that fear. There's a fear inside you. Why you need to reject it? Why don't you just to accept it, admit it? Why need to run away from it? We all know that to resolve a problem, we need to face the problem. So why we try to run away from our fear? There's a fear. Just standing there. So I start to use observing all the thought and the emotion arise inside me from moment to moment. So, for example, let's say that's this moment. Just be quiet. See, okay, there's a fear inside me. There's a fear. I saw it, and I know it's me. You cannot say that it's you. I mean, you can say it. It's up to you, but the truth is that the one whose fears is you. There's a fear inside you. That you, right? Yeah, okay. I saw the fear. I saw it in me. I observe it, saw it. But it's me, because it's me, so there's no separate from the one who's had a fear and for one who watching the fear. So some spiritual they call it the observed and observer. So observed, then the observers is one. The one who has the fear and the one who observes that there's a fear inside the one who has fear is one. They are one. So when you see that you're one, you start embrace and become one with the one who fear, the observe and the observed and the observers start to become one. Actually, you are one. You don't start to become one, but you was feeling that you are separate. That's why you can't observe the one who's had the fears, right? Because you think that's separate to be observed. You have to see from this to that. But actually, you was one, and now you come back to remember that you are one, and you become one again. Remember that you are one. Embrace them. Embrace the fears. Know that you choose embrace this from moment to moment, and you will stay in present. Right. So this moment, I have fear. I saw it. I know it's me, and I embrace it. So at this point, all the thoughts stop. All the past and future stop. Time stop. Only present state. Only this present moment that I have this fear. And when you embrace and you become one, not become, but you remember that you are one, but feeling like you become one, right? And that is the moment of the oneness that every spiritual teacher was talking about, the oneness. So time stop, the mind stop, the oneness is there in the present, in the moment, from moment to moment. So guess who you become? And that's all the purpose of spiritual teaching, that you become union with yourself and with everything. Time stop, this mind stop, who you will become. Right? You become. And from this oneness, from this moment of my stuff, there will be this space of joyfulness naturally will arise. The place of peace will arise. This is what everybody was trying to achieve. It's so difficult that we was talking about it could take some techniques to try to achieve it, but actually it's very easy. What we need to do is just see what is happening at the moment, sewing it, knowing it is used, embracing it, and become oneness with it. But if you do this by techniques, like you make it a technique and you follow the technique, and you might find the certain joyfulness and the peacefulness because you follow the techniques, but it might not last for long. And you really have to understand the game of the thoughts. You really have to observe the thoughts and the feeling. the mind. It's a game of the mind, the trick the mind is doing. You have to really watching it. See it clearly. This journey is no one can tell you. The only you can do, only you can observe your mind. See its movement. See what is it doing. See what the structure is. Everything that is labeled. Everything is called negative, positive. My, what's in my, what is at this moment? What is good, bad? All of this game, you need to see clearly. You need to understand this to be really gets to the really gets to embrace with it with the mind, because if you cannot understand the game of the mind, it's very difficult for you to be aware of movement and to be embrace that movement, to feel the oneness that you and the mind actually not different. There's no separate. People always say, I agree that the mind creates the I agree that the mind trying to play some game to make you chasing the materials worse. But how the mind is not cannot be used. I mean, how is not you? Well, everyone say that you are everything. Not everyone, but I'm sorry. Many people say that you are everything. But how is that possible? You're not the mind if you are everything. So the mind is also you. Just that. If the mind is you and you have to understand it, right? If you don't understand it's you yourself, no one can do. So this is why this journey is the spiritual journey is a long journey.